Надо сказать, что торгово-экономические отношения наши развиваются успешно. В прошлом году товарооборот вырос на 25%, а за первое полугодие текущего года еще на 50%.
Many things on the economic front we can discuss, such as the World Trade Organization, the cooperation I think we can have on the issue of the Olympics, both our Olympics next year and the Sochi Winter Olympics. I think there's some good progress we can make on technology, imports and exports and investment. And I've brought with me today a big delegation of British business from the very largest to the very smallest, all with an interest in expanding their trade with Russia.
One of my deputies, Mr. Shuvalov, has a meeting with the representatives of Great Britain at the moment.
Into Downing Street. As I said in Sochi last month, Britain and Russia share many interests. Now, it is no secret that President Putin and I have had our disagreements on some of these issues. But what I take from our conversation today is that we can overcome these differences if we recognise that we share some fundamental aims: to end the conflict, to stop Syria breaking apart, to let the Syrian people choose who governs them, and to take the fight to the extremists and defeat them. By President Putin's strong support for this agenda at the G8 and as the President Putin and I have discussed how we can use the G8 to bring new momentum and leadership to start negotiations, to deliver a transitional government, to keep Syria intact and to stop the killing. We agreed that the G8 must back the work of Secretary Lavrov and Secretary Kerry to bring Syrians into a new peace process. And we will use the opportunity of having G8 leaders together to try to build on this common ground.
Я не думаю, что эта идея самой конференции окончательно похоронена. И более того, я полностью согласен с господином премьер-министром в том, что это, наверное, один из наиболее вероятных и целесообразных способов, приемлемых способов решения сирийской проблемы. Решить эту проблему можно исключительно политико-дипломатическими средствами. И бесед в российском городе Сочи. И мне очень приятно. А если говорить без всяких эмоций, по-деловому, то хочу обратить ваше внимание на то, что Россия поставляет оружие законному правительству Сирии в полном соответствии с нормами международного права. Мы ничего не нарушаем. Я хочу это подчеркнуть. Ничего. И призываем всех наших партнеров действовать таким же образом. В области малого и среднего бизнеса это как раз были инициативы господина премьер-министра.
Where there is common ground is we both see a humanitarian catastrophe. We both see the dangers of instability and extremism. We both want to see a peace conference and a transition. So the challenge for the G8 and for this process is to try and put aside some of the differences and to focus on the common ground where we both want to see a peace process, a transition take place. That is going to be the challenge for us in the days and the weeks ahead, that will respect minorities, including Christians. And so that is the argument for that. But we've made no decision. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Спасибо, что приняли наше приглашение. Уверен, нам удастся поговорить сегодня и о двустороннем отношении, по международным острым проблемам.
I wanted to come and see the preparations for the games here in Sochi, which I'm sure will be a great success, and I'm proud that some British companies are helping to provide the facilities. It's no secret that we have had differing views on how best to handle this situation, but we share fundamental aims to end the conflict, to stop Syria fragmenting, to let the Syrian people choose who governs them, and to prevent the growth of violent extremism.
Сильно заинтересованы захватить деловые возможности, которые представляет сочинский.
The President and I have agreed that as permanent members of the UN, we must help to drive this process, working with partners in the region and beyond, not just bringing the regime and opposition together at one negotiating table, but Britain, Russia, America and other countries helping shape a transitional government that all Syrians can trust to protect them.
Мы сегодня говорили о том, как мы стремимся к безопасности.
У нас есть общая заинтересованность в скорейшем прекращении насилия и запуске процесса мирного урегулирования, сохранения Сирии как территориально целостного суверенного государства.
Well, this was a meeting with a very clear and firm set of messages, which is that there is an opportunity for a successful, peaceful and stable Ukraine, especially now there's been a presidential election. But the status quo, the situation today, is not acceptable and it needs to change. We need the Russians to properly recognise and work with this new president. We need de-escalation. We need to stop arms and people crossing the border. We need action on these fronts. But if that happens, there is a diplomatic path that's open to have proper relations between Ukraine and Russia and a successful future for the people of Ukraine.